Attention viewers, this is not a podcast. I repeat, this is not a podcast. We're actually going to do something, eh, Budge?
We're going to give it a crack.
That's what we tell ourselves. We're here and we're actually going to do a video, mate.
Yeah.
Been copping a little bit of flack lately because
Well deserved. Well deserved.
well deserved, yeah. But people have been like, hey, enough podcasts, give us some content, bruh.
Yeah. Podcasts are easy to do though.
The podcasts are easy, man. They we sit there for an hour and we have a couple of beers and we talk, and then there's no editing and we bang it out. But it's time to do a little bit more.
Yeah, we need some content to go along with it.
Absolutely. Well, not much has changed over here since we last seen it, eh? Christmas has been and gone though. You got yourself a sweet little present, mate?
Yeah, so I got stitched up a little bit.
Stitched up, you reckon? Stitched
Yeah.
up.
No, not really. Bit of a kick in the arse, so.
Between Kurt's wife and a couple of the rest of us, we decided that we're just going to enter Kurt's car into Motorvation for him without him knowing. So nothing like a deadline to get some shit happening.
Yeah, just a couple of things, yeah.
That's it.
Done.
And it's not like you haven't had other things to do. I mean, that's a customer's car up there. You've been doing a little bit of fab work for.
Yeah, a little bit where I can. Christmas time's hectic, as you know, so just doing what I can when I can, really. So.
Yep, getting ready to pull the night shift, and that one goes to the side, and this one comes out for a little bit. So I guess we've actually had a few people that wanted to know a little bit more about the combo. Obviously, I think it's pretty well known now that this is a stock bottom N304. We've done crane valve springs, put the Group A manifold on it, and your homegrown turbo kit with the GTX 4294. But the rest of the combo, that's a little bit of an unknown for people, mostly like the fuel system and stuff like that. So I thought we'd have a quick yarn about that, just sort of give you guys the details of what it's got, and then we'll work out what the plan is to get this thing to Motorvation.
All right, so we'll start at the back, I guess,
Yeah.
just because it's easy for me. Obviously, it's a bit of a mess in here at the moment, but you would have seen on previous episodes when we were stuffing around doing the wiring and stuff, so we've put the battery in the back. This is a fuel cell that I made myself a couple of years ago. It's got a AI hanger in it with the 3 pumps in it, so what I did is I made the cell based off how they do their cells pretty much. So it's a pretty basic 3mm tank that I've just got some fittings on it, some speed flow fittings on all the stuff there, and just I've bought the hanger as a weld-in module that you can just buy, so that all welded in really nice. It's got 2 Walbro 460s in it.
Right, yeah.
One, and they've each got their own relay, so I can run one Walbro 460 just to cruise around on, and then I can basically set the link ECU to trigger the second one whenever I want. So that's not set up yet, and I probably might not even need to set it up for the initial power that it'll make, but it's there and ready to go.
Yeah, so you can stage a second pump.
Yeah, we've wired it with 2 relays and all that, so I can trigger the second pump basically whenever we want. So
yeah,
that's all good to go. Heaps of fuel system. I've gone above and beyond with the fuel system on this. I've got, it's all speed flow throughout, 200 series line. It's got a -10 feed and a -8 return. This is a return system, so it's more than capable of the task at hand. So
that's
yeah.
it. So then we go from the -10 that goes all the way up to the front, and then it goes into the factory Holden fuel rails.
So I welded -8 male fittings on all the fuel rails. Like I just mentioned, I went above and beyond. I've even wired the feed just down in the tunnel there, so it goes from a single 10 to a parallel 2 8, so both the rear rails get fed with an 8, and then I've mounted the reg straight onto the rail. This is sort of the neatest way I could think of doing this. I don't particularly like mounting regulators on the firewall and stuff. If you can get away with it, I reckon it looks a bit neater doing it this way. So that's the way I've done it. And obviously just under here I've put the return through the middle of the valley there, so I'm real happy with how that turned out. It's pretty neat and tidy, I think, for what we're doing.
And what size injectors are you running?
This has got Bosch 1000cc injectors in it, which will probably, once again, they'll be enough. They're probably not as oversized as the rest of the fuel system, but they'll be enough for what we're doing with this one initially, I reckon. Like that, you can still make pretty good power with those. So, yeah, heaps of fuel system. Moving backwards from there, it's got a turbo 400 transmission in it, a real basic gearbox, all stock shafts in it. It's got a 4L80 drum in it, and it's just got your usual upgrade of your frictions and stuff like that. Jeff can put a link to a video up above. Our good friend Corey stripped it all apart and checked it out for us. So
Yeah.
if you want to look at the inside of a transmission, check it out. But that one should be good for what this is going to do anyway. We'll see how it goes, but it's turbo 400s, man. There's a reason why everyone uses them. They're pretty strong, and you don't need to do heaps to them. So no trans brake or nothing, just a full manual reverse pattern valve body in it.
Just a girly trans.
Yeah, just a basic street trans. So
TCE torque converter, that's a 10 1/4 inch with a mechanical diode in it. That when we put a 355 in this, which will eventually happen, we'll have to send that away and get the stator changed. But for what it's doing at the moment, it should be pretty well right.
Yeah, when I rang up and got it all spec'd, he said it might even be all right. You know,
I guess with the extra power,
depending on how I go and stuff like that, like it's probably will be just fine. You know. So.
Yeah, the extra torque of the bigger bottom end might actually loosen that stator up a little bit, and it might sort of raise it up to where we need it, depending on what the cam is and whatever. From there, we've got a final drive tail shaft that goes down to a Borg-Warner diff, which is it 28 spline or 31?
Yeah, no, it's just basic,
Yeah.
28 spline, but it's got
True track.
Yeah, Harrop True Track in it, and it's got a 3.2 gear in it.
Yeah.
And it should do good. Should be all right. Like it's all fairly basic stuff for what we're doing initially. So
That's right. Yeah, like I say, we do have plans, and you've got some of the stuff to build a 355 at a later date. There's still more to get, obviously.
yeah, I've got a lot of it,
But this combo here with this stock bottom end engine, this engine's actually only got about 20,000 Ks on it. It's just to get the car running, iron out all the bugs in the system, make sure the tune works, all the sensors work, the Mac valve works, the trans is good, like make sure that everything's all hunky-dory. And then at a later date, once we've enjoyed it for a little while, we're going to screw together a 355, turn the boost up, and probably shoot for 700-800 horsepower.
Yeah, that's where I'd like to land. Like at the end of the day, somewhere around there would be good. That's heaps.
As it sits now, if it makes 400, if it makes one, you'll be stoked.
Yeah, well, it makes one. We already know it makes one because it moves. But yeah, turbo 400, they suck a lot of juice. So if it makes anything around 400, like that's sweet. That's all we need to do for now. We're not trying to break any bloody stock bottom end records or nothing like that. I just want to get it going and moving and get all the bugs out, and then finish off the last bits on that other motor, and then work, improve the system as you do. It never stops.
Yeah. So that's just a bit of a recap for you guys that weren't aware, if you haven't sort of gone through the rest of the series, and I guess we haven't really touched on all of the final details.
No, that's just the very basic overview of the Driveline. There's tons of other little bits and pieces I've done to the actual car itself, but that's not what this video is for.
And it's all sort of running off the Link G4 ECU. But yeah, now I guess we know that it starts and it runs and it does its bit, but now we've got a mad rush to get it motivation ready.
Yeah, the main sort of thing I need to do is this windscreen isn't in the car. It's literally just sitting in there right now. So I need to get that glued back in the car. Before I do that, obviously you can see in the video, the roof's in pretty average condition paint-wise.
Not only that.
Yeah, this is an ex-cop car, so they did put a hole in the roof. I've had this car for a long time. It's been in the family since about 96, 97. It's been in my family, so it's very,
93, is it?
Yeah, this is a 93 VR. Yep. So it's been in the family a long time. It's irreplaceable. I'll never ever get rid of it. But anyway, there was a hole in the roof, and what they do when the coppers finish with it, they must just bog it clean over, because when I bought this car, or since I can remember, it always had a little bit of a bog lump in it. Yeah, just like where the bog was starting to crack.
Yeah.
So many, many years ago, I just got a flat wheel and just buffed it off, and then just hit it with a bit of pressure pack, which hasn't done a great job. So that's sort of what I need to fix. You know, I need this car to be able to be sealed up if we're taking it on a trailer and taking it somewhere. So there's tiny little bits of rust in both screen areas.
Yeah,
very
pretty
small
standard.
pimples. I think I'll hit them with a wire wheel and we'll see what they look like. Some might need a bit of a spot up, but I don't think it'd be too bad. But the goal is to get this roof painted in a finished form where I don't need to paint it again. So when I do the rest of the car, like I can sort of just leave this as is.
Yeah.
Is the goal, but we might not get there, but that's okay as well. So that's the goal though, is to we'll get our friend Simon that's doing Jeff's car to shoot the paint. I'll do the body work and the metal stuff, and it should work out good.
Yeah. So that's first goal. There is a whole bunch of crap inside this car. It's kind of been used as storage for a long time.
Yeah.
So we'll need to get all that out. We've got to get the headlining out. Got to get basically anything that's going to catch fire out near the roof, because we're going to be welding on the roof. So let's get this thing cleaned up, and we'll get it prepped so that we can get that hole fixed. Ooh, tell you what, that's a good looking shirt you got on there, Buzz. Where do you reckon I can find one of them from?
I reckon if you go to all the W's at talkhub.com.au, get one or two. Get your missus one. My missus wears mine all the time.
She steals your hoodie. Them bitches always be stealing your hoodie.
Has it got the big twist in it?
I think so.
Couldn't be that bad. This thing hasn't been driven for friggin' a decade and a half. Oh yeah,
I think it's the 3 decades of driving before that was the problem.
Yeah.
Lucky you got a fresh one.
Got a fresh
one. This dude, you think I'm Mr. New Old Stock. Everyone like watches my resto going, oh, how'd you get all this new old stock stuff? This bloke, he's got more new old stock than you folks stick at. It's all up there.
I've got a fucking doona in here, bro, just chilling.
Just in case you need to have a nap. Let's be honest, if you spend too much more money on this thing, you're gonna have to sleep in it.
Yeah, it gets like that.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate? Look at that. That is a prime.
Because if you know, you know, eh?
Devonish seat.
You know, this is all original.
And to
It's a
think
bit dusty. It is a little bit dusty, but
And to think you got 2 sets. What a greedy dog, eh? What a greedy dog. Although I can't say nothing. I got a set of devs as well.
yeah.
That looks manky as, dude. That looks like it's got hepatitis. Nah. If hepatitis was an underlay, that'd be it.
If hepatitis was a Mexican underlay.
Underlay, arriba! Oh, how's the Pioneer yellow cones?
I know. That's sending it back, isn't it?
That is sending it back.
They were a good friggin' speaker though back in the day, bro.
They probably still are. Speaking of throwing it back to the car stereo days, you seen Daryl doing the resto on Psycho?
I did see the first video. I haven't watched the other one yet.
If you haven't had a look, Cal SPL, K-A-L S-P-L. Check out that channel on YouTube.
And you remember that name from the Straight Commodore days?
Absolutely. If you're a real one, you'll know. And he's doing a full restoration on the Psycho blown VS Ute, which was like Summonat's top 60 and Auto Salon champion and all that sort of stuff. He's going right through it and
tidying it up,
making it what it used to be. Even better actually, because he's smoothing the engine bay and all sorts. Check it out.
It's coming out. There you go.
Ooh, that was satisfying.
Yeah. Look at this Caprice adjustable, mate. This is not an executive BT1 standard feature.
all real saggy down here in the middle, bruh. It's got like a pregnant belly.
Oh yeah, look at that. Maybe we need
Oh, did that just pop?
Oh, it sort of popped. Maybe I just need some better things and stuff there to hold it on the roof.
Maybe.
Oh, let's put that over here.
So we're going to take these rear quarter windows out, and they have these plastic nuts.
Are they, can you
and
check?
they are painful
Can you get that?
because they will break.
Oh, it's all right.
Oh, I'll have a look.
You
Yeah.
want to try that? I think it's 10.
10. Let's have a look. Yeah, 10 mil. 10 mil. So, as you see, that one up there is broken. Doesn't really matter because we're not keeping this window. Kurt has fancy new old stock because that's how it rolls.
No, they're not new old stock. They're
not?
just really good nick.
Really good.
You couldn't get good ones of these fucking 15 years ago. Most of them have gone like that. You can restore them, I've learnt now, but a young fella at work bought like a mint, what was it? Mint. What's the one with the green stripe on it? Equip. Had like no K's on it, had schmick ones of these, so I bought him some Calais ones and swapped him. That was like 15 years ago, easy. Fun fact, you know how the spare wheel well always rusts out on these?
Yeah.
Legend has it that the water gets through this window somehow, leaks down and goes through and then runs down the body and lands in the bottom there. That's why it gets rusty. So
Got to change your rear quarter seal.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe like from factory they don't put like enough like mastic or something or whatever it's called on it. I don't know, but that's what legend says.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Careful. Is that there? Need to come down?
Easy, easy, easy. There's your little sunroof. Man, that is a haggard looking hole, and I've seen some haggard holes in my time. They certainly didn't show too much care when they did it.
No. Government cars, mate.
That's it. Well, from here, we've got all the bits stripped out. Just ticked over 11 o'clock on a weeknight, so probably not going to start busting out the power tools now. Nah, probably not. Might save the relationship with your neighbours for another week.
Yeah, we'll wait till we get close to the deadline before we start doing that.
Yeah, we can do the whole Discovery Channel. If we don't get this done, the shop's going to go bankrupt. Oh, well, you got a little bit of a kick in the arse anyway, mate.
Oh, we started. Getting the ball rolling is the hard part.
This will be the first port of call, get that happening. And then
all this you can see.
Yeah, then we'll get the rear screen out and we'll start working on all these little bubbles. And hopefully...
I think they'll scratch up, and then I should be able to just like rust convert it or whatever and prime it.
Yeah, hopefully we can just hit it with a wire wheel and some phosphoric acid and call it good. But
yeah, but
we've got 2 weeks to get this done so that it can be painted. So Simon's actually going on holidays at the end of January, and I've had a chat with him and we can get it done, but we've got to have this ready to be painted 2 weeks from now. So there's going to be a bunch of work getting done over the next few late nights.
Because we've got to squeeze it in. I've got a full-time, I work
right.
full-time as well, and not to mention kind of going to want to do it when you're like here so you can film and actually we can make a half decent.
Because if we're relying on him to do it and film it, then it's not going to get filmed.
Yeah.
Or it's not going to get done.
Or it'll look shit. It probably won't get done though.
Sometimes you just need a little something to push you off the ledge and get you started, you know? And that's what tonight was about. Let's just get back into it. Let's get a kick in the arse, and well, now that we've got a deadline to work with, certainly happening. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the bit of the update. Just hanging out with us in the shed for tonight. Make sure, if you haven't subscribed already, hit the button, give us a like, drop a comment. If you're going to be at Motorvation, definitely come and see us.
Let us know in the comments if you're coming.
3rd, 4th, 5th and of February. We've got 4 cars coming at the moment. It could be more as well. So my ute, this car, the XY, There'll be a VK that's coming with us, which hasn't been on the channel before. Rob's turbo tonner might be coming, possibly. We're still confirming that.
Also, if you want to get a cool shirt, head to talkhub.com.au.
That's it.
There'll be a link below. Give it a click if you like some of the stuff. Buy it, helps us out.
That's it.
And yeah, if not, that's cool too.
That's it for now.
We'll see you again real soon.
Thanks. See ya.